Glad to have you with us here on Seahawks Today. Tyler Jones here as we are talking all about Devon Witherspoon. The Seahawks star second-year corner has high hopes for the upcoming season. We'll go over a new report from ESPN detailing what has been going on with Devon Witherspoon over the last couple months. We'll let you hear from Leonard Williams, Mike Macdonald, and more coming up in just a matter of moments. Before we do, folks, we are in a like battle all this month with the Cowboys report to see who can get the most likes on their videos. And we got to do better, folks. The most likes we've had on a single video this month is 395. Tom Downey was telling me there was no way you guys can get 500 likes on today's video. And I said, the 12s are going to deliver. We're going to make it happen. Like the video, we need not only the 395 that we got on the most likes of a video all month, but we need another 105 on top of that as well to reach 500. Stick it to Tom and the Cowgirls. Like today's video. Let's break our likes record for the month, and we'll get started with today's show. Devon Witherspoon, his next chapter begins of what should be a fantastic career in the National Football League in year number 2 with the Seattle Seahawks. ESPN put out a very lengthy report on Friday morning detailing what is going on with Devon Witherspoon and what people are saying about Devon Witherspoon and the role that he's taking on with this Seahawks team this year. And one of the most notable things right off the jump was, despite him entering his second year in the league, not being one of the veterans, if you will, is that he's already becoming the voice of this defense with the departures of Jamal Adams and Bobby Wagner and Jordan Brooks and Quandre Diggs. Devon Witherspoon has already taken the mantle of being the guy that's not afraid to be vocal, that will let his voice be heard loud and clear on this team. Let's start with this from Brady Henderson of ESPN. Anyone standing on or around the outdoor practice fields at the Virginia Mason Athletic Center could hear Devon Witherspoon. Whether he was celebrating after a decisive win in coverage, oh yeah, kind of like the Kool-Aid Man or something there, or angrily laminating a poor series from the defense, come on, and then an explicitive. No voice was more consistently audible than that of Seattle's second-year cornerback. The thing with Devon Witherspoon, too, is that we're seeing that he is embracing this moment. He is not letting his lack of age and experience really stand in the way. Devon Witherspoon is playing like a veteran and taking on that veteran role already within this Seahawks team, and he knows what's in front of him, and he's already looking to capitalize on this opportunity that's ahead here in 2024 and beyond. Henderson writing the following: after a strong rookie season in which he made the Pro Bowl, there's a case to be made that the 23-year-old Witherspoon is already Seattle's best player on either side of the ball. After watching and hearing him during spring practices, there's little question that he enters year 2 as the Seahawks' defensive energizer. More on Devon Witherspoon, the 2023 first-round pick out of Illinois. The Seahawks used the number 5 overall pick that they received from the Denver Broncos to select him. A Pro Bowler in his first season and an impact player in his first campaign in Seattle, as well as he led the Seahawks in passes defended as a rookie with 16 total. And his stats were off the charts as he was able to pile up 79 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 1 interception, along with those 16 pass breakups. He was outstanding last year. And the good news for Seahawk fans, he's just getting started, folks. Let's ask you now, is Devon Witherspoon the best player right now on this Seattle Seahawks defense already? Has he already taken the torch as the guy for this Seahawks defense? What do you guys think? Y for yes, in for no. Weigh in our pinned comment today. Let us know what you think. Seahawks Today brings you continuing Seahawks coverage all offseason long. Training camp is getting so close, and we're going to be all over it here on the channels. We bring you our daily news and rumors. We're doing live shows twice a week. We're doing Madden Sims for every Seahawks game this season. And on top of that, when the preseason begins, our watch parties are going to be back like they never left. Subscribe now for free. Join us for daily Seahawks coverage you won't find anywhere else. We're closing in on 53,000 subscribers. We need your help to reach that next milestone. Subscribe now for free. YouTube.com/SeahawksTV. Now, with Devon Witherspoon, it's not just that he is putting it all together, but he's also earning the support and the trust from his teammates. His teammates are all in. They are buying into what Devon Witherspoon is selling, both on and off the football field at this point. Leonard Williams said this in the ESPN article about Witherspoon. When I got traded here in the middle of the season last year, I was like, dang, who is this guy? Because he does have just very outrageous energy in a great way. And also for a small guy, he plays very physical and rowdy. He almost reminds me of a defensive lineman or something like that. Defensive linemen have certain personalities. Corners are usually quieter guys. They're more finesse guys a lot of the times, whereas these guys want to put his face in there, get dirty, and I love seeing that in the secondary. And you compare him to a defensive lineman, what's fascinating is not only was Devon Witherspoon fantastic in coverage last year, but Witherspoon finished 2023 with 3 sacks and a 90.8 pass rush grade from Pro Football Focus last year. That was the 3rd best in the entire National Football League among corners. So what the Seahawks got out of Devon Witherspoon was not just a lockdown corner, which is great in of itself, but they got a guy that does it all, that's not afraid to get his hands dirty and make plays and go after the quarterback position in that regard. If Mike Macdonald lives up to the hype, the expectation of what he is supposed to be as the Seahawks head coach, dubbed the Sean McVay of defense, and this wizard mind, if you will, then a guy like Devon Witherspoon has the potential to be an all-pro player right now. And on top of that, he could be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate this season. If Mike Macdonald and Devon Witherspoon are on the same page and he can maximize that, the sky's the limit for this pairing together of what they can become. We're going to let you hear from Mike Macdonald coming up in just a moment. But I want to know, do you believe in Mike Macdonald? Are you sold on what he's doing with this Seattle Seahawks team and Devon Witherspoon? Type B for believe, type D for don't. Weigh in the comment section. Let us know what you think. One rookie we're excited about in Seattle this year is Byron Murphy. His jerseys are on sale now at chatsports.com/Murphy. Take that 1 out of 9 to it, and we'll have his home option, his road jersey, his alternate throwback uniform. All of those are available. Men's and women's sizes as well. Chatsports.com/Murphy is where you can find these. Free shipping is available. You can also see all the other Seahawks products we're selling as well at chatsports.com/Murphy. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Check it out today, chatsports.com/Murphy. Now, when it comes to Devon Witherspoon and Mike Macdonald and this match made in heaven, if you will, is that Mike Macdonald has spoken so glowingly about Devon Witherspoon this offseason. You may recall when Mike Macdonald said about a month ago that Devon Witherspoon was the smartest football player he's ever seen, and he's only in his 2nd year. And Mike Macdonald already has a brilliant plan in mind to get the most out of Devon Witherspoon this year. This is what Witherspoon had to say on Mike Macdonald. It's exciting because I had a good year, but it could be a lot better. That's what Coach keeps telling me every day. He's like, you had a good year, but you've got so much potential, and I can't wait to exploit that. So, the plan. What is the plan, if you will? To give you an idea of what that plan is, let me point to a guy that had a lot of success under Mike Macdonald, and that was Kyle Hamilton of the Baltimore Ravens. Kyle Hamilton was a first-round pick by Baltimore. In the last couple of years, played the nickelback position and thrived. Took a huge step his 2nd season, and he's expected to be, this upcoming year, one of the best safeties in all of football. And a lot of it has to do with what he learned from Mike Macdonald. And I think you're going to see similar things to how Devon Witherspoon is used in the Seahawks defense to how Kyle Hamilton was used last year in Baltimore. Brady Henderson of ESPN had this to say on Macdonald's defensive strategy. Macdonald, who moved safety Kyle Hamilton all over the field as Baltimore's defensive coordinator, has sounded open to letting Witherspoon and or Rick Wallen travel with certain receivers based on matchups. That wouldn't be new to Witherspoon, who did it in college at Illinois, but it would be a significant change from how Pete Carroll almost always had his perimeter cornerbacks stick to one side of the field. Here's a little stats and info for you, courtesy of ESPN. In 848 snaps last year, Witherspoon lined up to the left on 362 of them, and on the wide right only one time. So he was limited, right? That is going to change. And then on top of that, what do we tell you all the time here on Seahawks Today? The best availability is availability. Devon Witherspoon, remember he missed a few games last year, including the season opener. And he wasn't around for the start of training camp. There was a holdout and all that, right? One change for Devon Witherspoon, a big emphasis for him heading into 2024. He wants to play in every single game this year. That's one of his biggest goals entering the season. Here's what Brady Henderson had to say on Devon Witherspoon. He missed 2 games and most of a third in December with a hip pointer. Witherspoon also missed the opener with a hamstring injury that sidelined him for most of the summer, which is why one of his goals for 2024 is to play in every game. He said he wants to remain at around 190 pounds after he got well below that weight late last season. And for Seahawk fans, the great news about all of this when it comes to Devon Witherspoon is the best is yet to come. As excited as we sit here on the heels of the 2024 season, just think, folks, this is only year 2. Devon Witherspoon, I think, takes a huge jump this year, and watch out. He ain't going anywhere, folks. This is a star that is growing right before our very eyes, folks. If you made it to the end of the video, show some love for Devon Witherspoon. Spam spoon in the chat. Get your spoons out. We certainly would appreciate it. Show some love to Devon Witherspoon. I can't wait to see what he does in 2024. If you enjoyed today's show, want to stick it to the Cowgirls, like the video, we certainly would appreciate it. We'll see you next time here on Seahawks Today.